All right, guys, so welcome to the media section of the library. We're going to be doing a 2-day lesson on copyright notes and exploring what you can and cannot use from the internet. So first off, what is copyright? A copyright is a type of intellectual property that protects original works of authorship as soon as an author fixes the work in a tangible form of expression. In copyright law, there are a lot of different types of works, including paintings, photographs, illustrations, musical compositions, sound recordings, computer programs, books, poems, blog posts, movies, archaeological works, plays, and so much more. That is a lot of big words. I know we're still in elementary school, so let's break that down a little bit. Remember, you will be graded on taking notes, so I should see pencils moving across that paper. So copyright is a type of intellectual property. Intellectual just means that it came from your brain. It is something that you came up with yourself, that took time, creativity, and skill. So not everybody can go and make an amazing painting. Not everybody can go and make an amazing video. Not everybody can go and write book reports and articles and just so much stuff. Everything that's created takes time, skills, and resources, and we need to protect that. We need to value that. If someone spent several hours of their lives creating an image, either sketching it out and drawing it or creating it on a computer program, we really need to value that. And that's what a copyright does. So copyright is a type of intellectual property that protects original works of authorship as soon as an author fixes the work in a tangible form of expression. So as soon as the author makes it, it belongs to that author. This is just a way of protecting that. So, and then it goes in to the different type of stuff. It pretty much covers anything you can come up with, from images to music to written works. So it's pretty inclusive. It includes almost everything. And that in general is what a copyright is. It's just a form of protecting somebody. How would you guys feel if you spent 5 hours drawing in your sketchbook one day, and then you colored it, which was another 4 hours, and then you scanned it and put it online, which was another 2 hours because the scanner wasn't working and all sorts of stuff? That's nearly 10 hours of your life. How would you feel if somebody just came and took that away and said, "Oh no, I made it. I found it on the internet, so it must be mine." And they just take what took you 10 hours of your life. How would you feel about that? This is how we protect that. So a copyright. If you notice, there are some underlined and bold words. That is because these words might or might not show up on your quiz tomorrow. So, what is a copyright? The creator or author has the right to what they make. You have the right to tell people, "Hey, I made this." People do not have the right to steal it and use it as their own. You have the right to what you made. It protects the creator from three things pretty much. It protects the creator from being copied without permission, from people stealing their ideas, and from plagiarism. That's a big word that we're going to get to in the next slide. And it's protected by the law. So the United States of America, along with state law, will protect this, and they will make sure that it is enforced. So plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plain and simple, plagiarism is stealing. We don't do it. Plagiarism is just plain stealing. It is when you use something created by someone else And to keep it from being plagiarism, if you use something created by somebody else, you need to tell us who made it. So, I'm not saying that you can't use a 5-second video. I'm not saying that you can't use an awesome background. I'm saying you need to tell us who made it. Where did you get it? You need to be able to say, hey, I didn't create this, but this amazingly awesome person created it over there. I'm just using it. And then this last one is very, very important. Omission is the same thing as stealing. If you use somebody's work, even if you don't outright say, oh, I made it, it's all mine, even if you don't outrightly say that, but you don't say, hey, this person made it, you're omitting the actual author. You're letting people assume that you made it, and that's the same thing as plagiarism. That's the same thing as stealing. You need to tell us who made it. So, I know that sounds pretty daunting. It's like, well, if I can't use it, if it's made by somebody else, what can I use? Well, we have a way around that. It's called the Fair Use Laws. It defines what we can and cannot use. So, if you're thinking about this, thinking, oh my goodness, I've never made an original thing in my life. I've just copyrighted, I've just plagiarized. Nothing of value has ever come from me. How can I create anything on my own? This tells us, oh, you want to use this image? Here is how you can use it. You want to use this video? Here's how you can use it. So it defines what we can and can't use, allows for public use and display of materials. It says, oh, this was created by them, but you can use it over here in this context. And it outlines how we should give credit to the original creator. So it says, use it, but give credit, and it tells us exactly how to do that. So those are 3 pretty big things that we're going to go over in this lesson: copyright, plagiarism, and fair use. What can I do now? This is so confusing. Guess what? It's confusing for adults too. If you sat down and thought about it, it would probably scramble your brain. But it all boils down to give the author the credit they deserve. Somebody took the time to create this, and they need to receive the credit. Whether that's typing their name in the bottom of the screen when you use it, whether that's citing it, whether that's having a resource slide or a resource page, however your teacher wants you to do it, that's what you do. All you have to do is know your rights and give the author credit. All you have to do, and here it is again, because I know it's so confusing, but the answer is so simple. When you use materials made by other people, make sure you give them credit. People are so talented in many different ways, and it takes time and effort to create something new. That's why we need to give that person credit by telling people who made it. And that right there is the end all be all of this lesson. What that's going to look like for this unit and for your time in class is going to look like this. At the end of your project, you're going to have a special slide. I want you to write down every single website you go to. If you used a sentence, if you used a picture, if you used a video, I want you to copy and paste the website. This is the first time that you guys have really been getting into this. but it's going to get a lot more complicated. So what you guys are going to do now is just have an extra slide with all your websites. What you're going to learn in middle school and high school is to make it look like this. So this is a properly formatted reference, and you are seeing an APA style. So it includes names and titles and dates and the website. So it just keeps adding to that so that we can make sure that all credit is given. So again, this is what yours is going to look like. This is what you're going to learn later. And with that, that is the end of the lesson. We're going to start the independent exercise and then we're going to continue tomorrow. Thanks, guys.